It's time to preview the Saluki wide receivers, and there's no one better than position coach Zach Grant, who joins us. Coach, appreciate the time. All right, how you feeling about your group? Is almost a full week into this thing now?
Yeah, I feel good. Really good through 6-7 days. I think guys are learning. Getting to know a lot of these guys too. It's a brand new room. A few returners, but a lot of new faces, and which makes it fun for me. So it's been going good.
Let's talk about some of those guys who are back. Of course, VD, a big boost, him coming back in the offseason. A guy like Tay Mario as well, who now is a little bit healthier. Out of guys who are used to being under your leadership, what have you seen from them here early in camp?
Yeah, you're going to get the same thing out of VD every day. He's he's fun to coach. I'm glad he came back, and Tay as well. I think Tay's kind of had a rough go since he's gotten here with injuries and things like that, and but he's done a really good job this camp too. So both of those guys are great. Jathan Jones is another kid that been here with me my full 3 years, and like his growth and maturity and honestly his confidence is everything. I think you watched him; he's a completely different player than what he was 2 years ago, and so things like that are fun to see. Guys that were kind of, lower on the depth chart and are starting to take the role a little bit more serious and make plays. And so,
when were you starting to see it turn for Jay?
In the spring, when I first got here, every coach on the offensive side was like, we got to get Jathan right, because he's a big, strong, fast kid, and took me a couple of years, but he's doing a really good job. Really, the spring is when I saw it. Just his consistency and like I said, everything with Jathan is confidence, and this is as confident he's ever been. So he's doing a great job, and his big thing is just needs to keep going, and every single day, just try to elevate every day. So
you think of what Tay can bring when he's healthy. How important it's been that he's been available every day of fall camp, and one to also have to take a hard look for him of maybe how he does take care of his body day to day after going through a year like last year.
Yeah, he's an old man. No, Tay's a dynamic player. He's great in the return game. Just a natural returner, can catch punts, kicks. He's a guy you don't have to tell him things twice. He learns. He's a quick learner. No, he's great, and being able to spill VD and both of those two on the field at the same time, it'll be cool to see. But no, Tay's doing a great job. I love Tay. He's fun to coach. So,
has VD maybe almost been a little bit more physical than he has in the past? It seems like when he goes across the middle and there's guys that are on his back, he is able to carry maybe a little bit more of that physicality load than what we have seen.
Yeah, no, I think he has. He's not the biggest guy. He plays really hard, and the blocking, things like that. We talk about every day. We got to get better at that on the perimeter, and so I do think this fall camp I've seen kind of a shift in just taking pride in being able to block out there, and Fabo's really the one leading the charge in that. So yeah, but no, VD's definitely. I mean, he's the same. Like I said, he's the same VD every day. You get to coach him. He's fun. He takes coaching. You don't have to tell him things. A lot of the times he just gets it. Takes great notes. He studies. He's a vet. So yeah.
Fabian McCray. It looked like pretty quickly that him and DJ had a great relationship and learned to come. They've known each other for a while, so I'm sure that has helped. But what has he brought to this room that you are really excited about for the fans to see?
His competitive. He's one of the most competitive kids I think I've coached. And you see new guys that come in and they're quiet. They kind of they know their role. They're just trying to learn. And Fabos came in from day one, and he is a competitor. And in the run game, pass game, really everything. And he's fun to be around. Jokes around with the guys. He's great for the room. And so those guys have all kind of taken him in, and honestly, he's building a leadership role, on his end, which is cool to see. I think, with him, this is his last year, and obviously has a relationship with DJ, and so he's a little bit more comfortable. I think that helps. But no, yeah, Fabo's he's competitive, man. He's fiery for sure.
Kyle Thomas is just such a great smile and really another personality that brings to your room a lot of greatness with it in terms of just being able to have a good vibe about it. But he's got some skill too. Of course, coming over from Northern Illinois. What have you seen from the spring here into the fall with him?
Yeah, KT, he's young. I think that's a big thing. He has a huge ceiling. Did a really good job in the spring when he was, a little banged up, but when he was healthy, he looked great, had a great summer. I think with him, he learns well too, and he does, he makes some flashes of big time catches out there, and so he's just going to continue to develop. And KT's a great kid. He's always smiling. He's fun to coach, so he does a good job. He's a little more on the quiet end, but he's doing a really good job.